material universe, everything we perceive is transient. Nothing is permanent. What we understand is merely the mechanism of nature. Nature itself is the interplay of various factors that emerge with the passage of time. This mechanism operates without the intervention of words, beings, or objects, arising solely from the processes of elements and their qualities. Every entity, word, or being, devoid of any eternal essence of the soul or the supreme being, comes into existence through the interaction of one form with another, leading to the emergence of a third. The intricate network behind this creation reveals that there is no concept of a soul or supreme being. The 5 elements and 3 gunas, qualities, are not the entirety. There are countless other factors at play. Human intellect has its limitations, unable to grasp the vastness behind these processes. To deny the existence of what we do not comprehend would be insincere. What we do understand is categorized as science, while the inexplicable is often relegated to realms of meditation and spirituality. This distinction stems from a temporary and complex intellect that tends to complicate rather than simplify our understanding. Thus, the entire immense material creation we observe, even our ideologies, stem from this same transient intellect. Both are inherently impermanent. The notion of permanence arises solely from the purity of the heart, recognized as a neutral feeling, often referred to as conscience. This purity is the only reflection of the true eternal essence, allowing one to remain rooted in reality. According to my principles, any simple, pure-hearted individual must wholly negate their temporary, complex intellect to attain impartiality. Through this purity, one can connect with the deeper, permanent essence and remain grounded in reality. If one becomes overly complex through transient intellect, confusion is likely to ensue. Such complexity gives rise to various choices for living, spirituality being one of them, a new version that emerged 700 years ago, primarily benefiting the teachers and their scriptures. The reverence given to the guru is often exaggerated, overshadowing the true essence of knowledge and perpetuating a cycle of deceit. This system appears as a web of conspiracies, where the student is exploited verbally, bound by rituals that promise liberation after death. The guru-student relationship is framed to attract and influence simple, pure individuals, establishing oppressive traditions and norms. When a disciple questions their guru, it is perceived as heresy, leading to public humiliation, effectively silencing any dissent. Is this not a form of tyranny? The guru may speak nonsense, and disciples cannot challenge them. If a guru declares day to be night, followers must accept it due to their commitment made upon initiation. This creates a class of blind devotees, ready to sacrifice themselves for their guru, who often thrives on their ignorance. Despite their apparent authority, gurus are fundamentally flawed. They too were once students. This idea is lost in the complexity of transient intellect. The deeper understanding of existence requires purity of heart, emerging from stillness, while complexities in intellect only lead to more confusion and degradation of purity. For anyone seeking understanding, I invite them to reach out. Begin by understanding yourself before attempting to enlighten others. If one remains unfamiliar with their own eternal identity, sharing knowledge with others becomes an exercise in futility. We have stood in this confusion for eons, repeating the same patterns without progress. If there had been genuine change, we wouldn't find ourselves in this state today. Recognize that you are always part of this transient, vast material creation until you familiarize yourself with your eternal identity. To do this, you must disengage from the complexities of transient intellect to achieve a clear perspective. Only then can you see clearly through the illusions in which you currently find yourself entangled. Ultimately, I understand my journey mirrors yours, revealing the distance between us. This version aims